When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world. Septum Sin versus the world.
I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching Septum Sen versus the World. I'm Septum Sen, this is Kotobuki Jake,
Hey.
and we're here to show you what we got.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
So I'm going to start this out. I know some of you probably saw this on the thumbnail and wanted to find it. So this pickup here is, hold on, I got to bring it here. Oh. And you see, there we go. Ring Fit Adventure. Now, in this, you've got your ring. This is a big box.
Yeah.
And then you got your little, you got your ring that looks like this thing here. And what I'm going to do is instead of trying to take all this stuff out again, I've been doing this on a daily basis, and I am sore because of it. I didn't do it today just because I had to put all the stuff in. But once the ring gets back out of here, it's probably not going to return to the box anytime soon. But here's a short video showing me demonstrating this for you.
That sounds fun.
So, two parts of this. Of course, we've looked at our pickups, so I'm going to show you how to install this particular game. Of course, we're talking about the Ring Fit Adventure game. This is the Ring Fit. This is the little strap for your leg. These are Joy-Cons. They don't come with the game. So the first thing you do, of course, you attach the red one. This will slide the top of the ring. Then you take this and you drop it almost. But after you've dropped it a couple of times, then you can just put this in here. And then you gotta install it on your leg. So, because you don't want this falling off. So as you can see, you take this strap and you're putting it on like this. And I'm going to keep dropping it until I make it right. Oh, we got it. Again. There we go. So, strap's in place. I'm going to stand up. You can see, there I am with this. You can see I got this strap on here. And yes, it does work even through the clothing. I tried to put it on top of the clothing, then it would fall off my leg. So, let's go ahead and take a look at gameplay. Okay, so I'm going to be just showing off one level here as to how it works. I'm not very in shape, if you can't tell by this. That's why I've got this. But we're going to try and do this, and I've beaten this level already, so let's just check it out together. Alright. So, this game is kind of just this regular adventure game where you are moving. I cannot move if I'm not moving, so I have to jog. You do different moves by pushing in or stretching on this. And because it's conveyor belts there, I've got to lift my legs up higher. Whee! Now, if you're not in shape, this would probably be difficult, like it is for me. Oh, I did it! So, what you're seeing here is a monster encounter. So, you attack them using these various attributes and attacks, which are all exercise based. So this one here, it attacks all of them. So I will go ahead and use that. So, this is actually a new one. It's amazing what these Joy-Cons detect. So,
Right, left, right, left,
right, left.
twist, right. When you're pressed up and stand straight. Right, left, halfway there. Right, left, 10 more. Right, left, right. 5, left, right.
Okay.
Made it!
Whew. So, then you do the guard where you press in.
Your stomach, not your arm.
Okay, well they're too lazy.
Okay.
Alright. So the front press also attacks all of them, so I'll go ahead and do that one. This is, remember, you're putting in, you're actually pushing in. So like this. And it actually measures the strength in which you're holding it. So, if you do it with more strength, you do more damage to them. And I took them out.
Well done.
So this is all I'm going to show you for this one. I don't want to be pinged by Nintendo, but I did want to show you a little bit of how this works. It is pretty good. I did sweat a lot. Trust me. And that's all for today's video. Alright. Well,
So, next up, far less impressive, we're going to return to my long list of library pickups from the current large amount of stuff. This was actually an extraordinarily random thing that I saw. I was like, okay, I gotta get this. And I know you'll appreciate this since you had me read, since we did the game campaign that didn't last very long, but that gave us Swan Dive. And I have a Dragonlance
that thing.
here. The Kiefer Sutherland, Lucy Lawless, and so forth. Just a little animated feature based on the Dragonlance stories. I've read some of the books. They're pretty interesting, and we did try to do a second ed game that was interesting, short-lived. But yeah.
It deserved better than that, though.
Probably.
I've seen it. It definitely deserved better than that.
Hey, but I essentially paid 50 cents, so I didn't.
Yeah, it's
not
about worth
like
that.
I'm out much.
So another game I got on Switch came in from Limited Run Games the other day, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta stop and show this off. And that is Celeste. This is like one of the better game award winners of last year.
I heard a lot about it, yeah.
You've seen I think you've seen a little bit of gameplay. It is tough. It is a punishing platformer, almost along the lines of Super Meat Boy. Which you see this right here. It comes with a manual, which is something that you don't see much these days. And they have their limited run card that comes with.
Nice.
And you get these. It's a pretty cool little art book.
So is it an art book or a manual, or both?
Both, actually,
Oh,
because you can see.
yeah.
You see the little thing. For those of you who might remember, if you're older, manuals were these things that came with the game to show you how to play the game. And when you would get a game, a new game, you would sit down with the manual and imagine how awesome the game would be. This took a long time to release because they wanted to wait until all the DLC was done so it can all be in one of these little discs. Portable, I think, is really the way to go with this. I played a little bit because it was free on Xbox Gold. So I have been playing it. It's just one I'll do 1 or 2 levels because 1 or 2 levels takes me a long time. It is tough. It is very tough. Your timing and your puzzle solving skills have to be on point for this game.
Like I said, I've heard a lot about it. It sounds interesting, but also sounds like I wouldn't have much time for it, unfortunately. So, something you can easily make time for, because they're in little bitty bites about 4 or 5 minutes long, is music videos.
Yeah.
I actually have a couple of music items. This one was a pretty cool pickup here. It's a collection of music videos by the boss, Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
The complete video anthology 1978 to 2000. So you've got such highlights as Dancing in the Dark, which is probably my favorite one he did. Born in the USA, Glory Days, Born to Run, Streets of Philadelphia, Dead Man Walking. Actually, no, The Ghost of Tom Joad is my favorite one. There's actually 2 videos of that on here. The actual video and a performance from The Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Ah, cool.
So there's a lot of good... I mean, that's a lot of videos there. So this is pretty cool. I always like to get random kind of...
You can rock out to the boss and enjoy the videos at the same time.
There you go.
So, this next one is something I got at the Dollar Tree. Called Beneath the Harvest Sky. I will pick up something that looks interesting
Right.
sometimes because it's $1.
Right.
And this one, Casper and Dominique have been fiercely loyal friends since childhood. Desperate for a way out of their quiet town on the Maine Canada border, the boys make a pact to pool their earnings on a car and hit the road. But when Casper is drawn into drug smuggling with his outlaw father to pay his share, their friendship is pushed to the brink. And adult choices are forced on them all too soon. Yeah, so, you know, it looks interesting. You say you think you might have heard of this one?
I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know it.
You know, it's worth a watch.
Right.
A lot of these are worth at least a watch, and if I don't like it, I can get rid of it.
Yeah, again, 50 cents or $1. It's like you're out time, basically. So, my other music-oriented one is this, I have to admit, someone that I am quite a fan of. So I'm very, and again, we're going to get some groans like we did at the start of the last video. Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reefer Band. Mini Matinee #1. This has an assortment of videos. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It is.
Cheeseburger in Paradise. Meet Me in Margaritaville. Yes. And then there's some random footage as well. Fins, Knees of My Heart, Tiki Bar is Open. That's a random assortment of songs there. But I figure that's going to be a lot of fun. And I've seen the video for 5 o'clock somewhere. I don't think I've seen the others. But that one, of course, featuring Alan Jackson is actually it's more like it features Jimmy Buffett. It's a Alan Jackson video. But yeah, this is someone, again, I know a lot of people are kind of like more Buffett, you know, but I like, he's got some fun stuff.
I like listening to him on vacation. When I'm on vacation, I
Exactly,
like to
yeah.
listen to it. It needs to be playing in the bar.
Right.
I mean, Cheeseburger in Paradise,
Right.
Margaritaville, those need to be like in the bar all the time when I am
Yep.
getting drunk, apparently.
Yep.
So we had our Gotchamon stuff last week, and I'm going to continue on that. I'm finishing off the Gotchamon this week, and that is with Gotchamon Crowds. Sort of linked. Have you seen this one yet?
Is that both seasons or just the
Just
one?
the first season.
Okay.
So,
I have not yet. I have both seasons. I want to watch it.
I mean, I picked this up for very little.
Yeah.
So it was on a Sentai sale.
Right.
I mean, 12 episodes is not bad, and it kind of completes my collection. So.
And that was a well-regarded show when it came
Yeah.
out. People thought a lot of it. So that's good.
I'm trying to figure out how it relates to the actual series.
I want to say it's sort of like a loose spin-off sort of deal, but I'm
Maybe.
not sure. Anyway, my next couple are notable because you never see them at these prices. And unfortunately, this one I had to make do without the slipcover, but whatever. This is a conversion to Blu-ray of the only Marvel Studios film I had on DVD. And now I have it on Blu-ray. And I'm speaking, of course, of Iron Man. You know.
Iron Man.
Yes. This
That's missing a slipcover.
Yeah, I know. It's not quite as impressive without the slipcover. But still, 50 cents for a Disney Marvel Blu-ray.
Yeah.
You know, you could do worse. Blu-ray, actually, that's a... Oh, it's special features disc. But at any rate, Iron Man, of course, is the one that kicked off the MCU. It's a damn good film. It really is. It's one of the better ones they've done.
Yeah.
Really, Robert Downey Jr., this was like his glorious moment as Tony Stark, because he really was well cast as Tony
Oh,
Stark. Yeah. And if you've somehow missed this one, definitely check it out. But I am very happy. I still need to get Iron Man 3. Some reason. It's one of the few I'm missing. But this one has finally been converted.
Talk about edited in China. There's like an entire thing that was cut here in the States that they had only in China. Oh, well, one I got today, actually, is a film called An Hour to Kill.
Ah.
Now, this is a 3-story anthology. Two assassins have an hour to kill, so to speak, before the next hit. To help pass the time, they entertain themselves by sharing horror stories with one another. With bizarre titles such as Valkyrie's Bunker, Assacre, and Hog Hunters. Which hitman's story will be deemed the most disturbing of all when all is said and done? You know, I just finished watching all 5 Things movies. See the review I did last week of that. And this kind of reminds me of that just off the cuff. And the main reason I got it is, of course, you can see why. You see that? You recognize him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So What Movie 1 is involved in this with Gabe. And it's kind of cool just to be able to check out more stuff. It's always amusing. Some of my favorite YouTubers get onto it. There's only 100 of these being produced. So this is kind of a rarity.
Yeah, that would have been a...
Now, if you want to grab one of your own, which you might want to be quick, because like I said, 100 of them were there, and they were just released last week. It's on eBay. They're selling them on eBay. The director is selling it on eBay. It's $20, no shipping cost, just $20 straight. That's not bad if you're adding in free shipping for a Blu-ray.
Right.
And if you like these type of creators and you want to support them, I say help them sell out their run.
Does it look like it would be the kind of horror that I would not go for, or the kind that I would find amusing?
I don't know. If we hadn't gotten the ones that we were going to do for it, I probably would have suggested this for Halloween. But I'll be curious about it, and I'll let you know once I've watched it, because it's going to be up there on my list.
What do you mean you would have suggested it? Isn't it that Dr. Streaming that's foisting them upon us?
He can't tell me what to do.
All right, so my next one was one of the MCU films I did not have, and it does have a slipcover.
Oh.
So I now have the Blu-ray of Thor, which is great. I'm still missing the second one. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. The Dark World is probably the least impressive MCU movie.
There are DCU movies better.
There are DCU movies better than this one, but, well, movie, at least, Wonder Woman.
I don't know. I would consider Aquaman on par with Thor.
Oh, no, I don't know about that. Not better. More entertaining.
I said on par.
More entertaining, yes. Thor, actually, it's a Kenneth Branagh film, and Branagh is very much a Shakespearean kind of director, actor, what have you. He does play this almost as a Shakespeare tragedy, which does make for a compelling film, but it does not make it as entertaining as it could have been.
Yeah.
But it's still a well-made film, and I'm very happy to finally have it, especially for the price.
Oh, yeah. The worst of the Marvel movies is still a really good movie. Even
Right.
Dark World is a good movie
Right,
at the
yeah.
end of the day. It's just not as good as its
Right.
contemporaries.
Not quite.
I would actually put at least 3 of the DCU movies above Dark World. Because I like
Yes.
Shazam better than Dark World.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't say it's a better film, but it was more entertaining, no doubt.
Yeah, see, you know me. I always put entertainment above art. I always put it above art because without entertainment, it ain't worth watching.
I won't dispute that Aquaman was better. No.
So let's complete my Gatchaman with the other Gatchaman crowds. It's Insight. So as you can see, I mean, again, I like the cover. I am very curious. I need to watch Gatchaman. I need to watch any of this stuff. I'm in the middle of watching anime right now. I'm delaying horror viewing to go through a big used lot of anime that I got. That I went and did some right stuff orders that I shouldn't complete. And it's going to be a massive thing. That's gonna, when I get that thing going, it's going to be an ultimate score.
Good times.
Provided it all pans out.
Right. Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Yes, we will.
So, my last one is a film that got a ton of buzz when it came out. Ton of buzz. Oscar nominations, all kinds of stuff. I was ambivalent about seeing it. I thought it was a really good film, but I didn't want to pay a lot for it. I finally got the opportunity to pick it up dirt cheap, and I was like, I can't put this off any longer.
Yeah.
So I finally got David Fincher's The Social Network.
Good film.
It is a good film. It's just,
I hate
again,
that cover though, because this little thing just like slips off.
It's so annoying, so annoying. I mean, it's kind of cool looking underneath, but you know,
Yeah.
still, it's so annoying, that slipcover, like you said. It's, yeah. This, of course, was a, like I said, David Fincher film written by Aaron Sorkin. You know, you got Jesse Eisenberg, Andrew Garfield, Justin Timberlake, Armie Hammer, Max Minghella. Music by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. I mean, that's a pretty good pedigree about the early days of Facebook. And, you know, it's... people have very mixed feelings about Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg.
I really
at this
did
point,
enjoy
but
watching it. It really was a solid
it's a very well-made film. And like I said, I wanted it. I wanted, you know, even this bad slipcover be damned, it's still a nice-looking edition. But I just was too cheap to pay even $5 for it. And I finally got it for like 50 cents. So there, my patience was well worth it.
Well, that's all we have for you today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this particular video, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Goodbye.